You wake up in the past. Not in a castle, not on a battlefield, just on a road with mud under your shoes and smoke somewhere in the distance. The sun is already low. You still have your mind. You know about germs, electricity, antibiotics, vaccines, and weather forecasts. Then you reach into your pocket. No signal. Your money means nothing. Your clothes are wrong. Your accent is wrong. Your hat is somehow worse. And before any of your modern knowledge matters, you need to survive the night. So what would kill you first? Probably not the thing you imagined. History is usually less generous with story structure. You drink from the wrong stream. You die. You eat the confident-looking mushroom. You die. You get a tiny cut and decide to walk it off. You do not die. Then, several days later, you die. You bow to the wrong person, ignore the right one, or smile at a guard like you are in customer service. Suddenly, everyone wants to know exactly who you are. The past probably would not start with drama. It would start with thirst. You find a stream. It looks clean. It has the visual energy of a bottled water advertisement. And that is the problem. Modern life has taught you to confuse clear with safe. For most of us, water has become boring. You turn a handle, and centuries of engineering arrive in a glass. In the past, water came from wells, rivers, springs, barrels, ponds, and rain. The danger was that you could not see the difference. Waste could be upstream, underfoot, or already on the bucket. A beautiful drink could carry the germs and parasites behind dysentery, typhoid, and cholera. And diarrheal disease does not need to be cinematic to become lethal. It just needs to take water out of your body faster than you can replace it. People in the past knew their water. Which spring was trusted, which well tasted wrong, which season changed the river. You have the concept of bacteria. That is not the same as knowing which puddle is least suspicious. And then there is cold. Not an epic blizzard, just rain, wet socks, wind after sunset. Modern buildings hide weather so well that we forget warmth is a system. Walls, fuel, dry clothes, fire, food, a bed. Without those, ordinary cold can become serious. You need one bad night with no shelter and no skill. Modern you is dressed for brunch. The weather is dressed for manslaughter. Your ancestors knew cold as a daily negotiation. Dry feet, banked fire, shared warmth, knowing when to stop moving. They knew when the body starts making mistakes. Now imagine food. The past looks full of it. Fields, animals, bread in a market. But food is not just calories. Food is ownership. That apple belongs to someone. That mushroom may be dinner, medicine, or a funeral. And the mushroom will not label itself. It will simply sit there looking edible, like a tiny forest prank with consequences. You might not starve because food does not exist. You might starve because you cannot read its rules. Then comes the quietest danger, a small wound. You walk too far in the wrong shoes and get a blister. You cut your hand on a tool. A tooth starts to ache. In a modern bathroom, this is when you open a cabinet and become a minor medical professional. You wash it, cover it, and antibiotics exist. In the past, a small injury could become a doorway. Not every scratch was a death sentence. People had healing traditions and skilled healers, but they did not have sterile modern medicine waiting behind every accident. A dirty wound could redden, swell, heat, and bring fever. This is where the past becomes offensively petty, not heroic, not cinematic. Just, congratulations, your sock rubbed weirdly, and now the universe would like a word. The terror is not that everyone died from every cut. The terror is that the margin was thinner. Modern life has padded the edges of ordinary mistakes. The past often left the edges sharp. And even if water, cold, food, and infection did not get you, people might. Not because everyone in the past was cruel, because you would be illegible. A stranger was not just a person nobody had met yet. A stranger was a question. Where are you from? Who vouches for you? Why do you speak like that, dress like that, and not know the prayers, coins, ruler, or custom? In many historical worlds, survival was relational. Belonging told people whether to feed you, shelter you, trust you, or drive you away. You might arrive with the knowledge to explain electricity. They would like to know why your hat is insane. If you could not explain who you were, the danger was exclusion. No work, no lodging, no witness. Disease waits behind all of this too. Animals near houses, smoke indoors, crowded rooms, shared bedding, spoiled food. Even work could hurt you. Before anything heroic, someone asks you to carry water, then firewood, then grain, then do it again tomorrow. This is the twist. People in the past were not magical versions of us. They were trained by their environment from childhood. They knew which clouds mattered, which path flooded, which smell meant rot. Their survival was not just toughness, it was culture and memory. Modern life did not make survival easy. It made survival invisible. The tap, the pharmacy, the ambulance, the weather app, the fridge, the sewer. These are survival systems. They are why your worst Tuesday is usually not decided by a mushroom, a blister, and a socially disastrous hat. So what would kill you first in the past? It depends. In winter, maybe cold. In a city, maybe water. On a road, maybe hunger. After one bad step, maybe infection. In the wrong village, maybe suspicion. But underneath all of them is the same danger. You would not know what world you were in. You would not die because ancient people were tougher. You would die because they knew the rules of their world, and you do not. The past was not simply the present with worse technology. It was a different operating system. And the first thing that might kill you is the moment you assume you already know how it works.